Hello, Moet! Today, I'm going to be talking to you about Gaspard Felix Turnachon, a name I've probably mispronounced. In reality, if you know about him, you know him by his pseudonym, Nadar. Nadar is one of the most legendary photographers in the world and led some timeline-changing innovations. He's the first photographer to ever use electronic lighting, like the lighting I'm using right now. Edge Imaging uses electronic lighting on your school photos, the flash on their camera, and those other devices around them. Nadar did that. So, would they have gotten nearly as close to their technology as they were if it wasn't for Nadar? If he hadn't taken a hold of the technique as soon as he did? You may think it's not a big deal. I can make videos. He just makes photos. Well, guess what? He made a video too. Look at this revolving self-portrait of himself. He made GIFs before GIFs existed. He popularized this cool type of GIF thing. He makes better videos than me or you. Anyways, let's get right into this documentary so you can learn all about this legendary man.
Nadar is ultimately a photographer who was the first to use many different concepts. Nadar was the first person to do both photos from above the ground and below the ground.
The aerial photograph of Felix Nadar. Nadar got in his hot air balloon, which he loved so much. He loved to ride on hot air balloons. On his balloon, he brought innovation. That innovation was his camera and the film that would record the first photo taken from the air. This photo was revolutionary. Revolutionary to the point where Napoleon III asked him to take pictures of enemy land from the air. This is military level stuff. Nadar refused to do that, but later he worked with the French government to make an airmail delivery service to surpass an embargo, creating the first delivery of mail by a flight-capable vehicle. Good old Nadar also invented the underground photograph. Here you can see the first fine display of the Parisian catacombs, proudly taken by the great Nadar. Because of him, I can share photos of the TTC I took onto Instagram, because that is also an underground photograph. By the way, this dude was a genius marketer. On the building his office was stationed in, he got giant big red letters spelling Nadar. His name was the most prominent thing around for miles, and therefore became a known landmark.
As said before, Nadar was the first person to use electronic lighting for his photos. While underground and aerial photos might not advance the industry very much, I'm pretty sure if he didn't pick up on this, then it might have not been picked up for a long time, and electronic photography might not be in the same state it was today. Nadar has a weird history. When he started off, he wanted to be a doctor, but then his dad died, so becoming a doctor wasn't economically viable. So then he joined the arts, and then he became a caricature artist with the pseudonym Nadar. Before it was Tour Nadar, but then he shortened it. His pseudonym is a remix of his real name, Gaspard Felix Turnachon, but it's also some French pun about him being like a bee because he stings people or something. I don't know.
I hope you've learned so much about how the 1800s photographers might not be as boring as you thought they were. Nadar truly has an uncountable amount of innovations. So when you're at school shooting away at people with your camera, remember this man in your heart and soul.